Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Doctor Strange Damnation Issue 2. And this was a pretty good issue. We saw Wong get his team together and set off for Las Vegas and kind of start off what's going on there. So there's a lot of good stuff that happened in this issue. So it starts off and recaps the previous issue of Doctor Strange, because we got more information talking about the card game and how he cheated and the repercussions of that effect. Him thinking that he doesn't have any friends left to help save him or do anything to alleviate the situation. And then we see Wong in a bar trying to recruit Blade, who's taking out vampires who are like, they're having a spat kind of over soccer teams. That was a pretty funny thing. Like, oh, okay, Blade's into soccer. So that's how Wong gets him. We then see him on the mountains of Wundagore. At first, it seems like he's talking to this giant beast thing and it's roaring at him and all that, but we find out that Elsa Bloodstone is inside. She blows a hole through the thing, and she's like, yeah, I'll come with you guys just after I take a shower and all that. We then get to him talking to Iron Fist, who takes, like, no convincing whatsoever. He's like, oh, yeah, that thing in Vegas? Yeah, I'm in. Cool. And then we get to Moon Knight, who Moon Knight says that he's out, but Mr. Knight says that he's in. And I'm not that familiar with Mr. Knight, so I'm intrigued to see how his dynamic plays within the whole team thing going on. We then get to Dr. Voodoo and Man-Thing, and we get some information that Man-Thing cannot speak anymore, and Wong even brings that up, and he's saying that he wants your ghost dog to stop urinating on him. So they then pretty much go off, and we've got the last person, Ghost Rider. And he's, of course, at a place buying beer and everything and kind of lottery tickets and all that. Still in Ghost Rider form. He, at first, pretty much says that he's not going to help. He's got this little girl that needs vengeance and all that. But, of course, Wong brings up Mephisto, and Johnny and Ghost Rider in for that. So then we get into the whole group dynamic that's going on back at the Sanctum. Wong is, of course, the group leader. And as every group leader in every group project alone, it is hard as hell to wrangle people together to understand and get the whole group project going. It's pretty worse when you're dealing with superpowered individuals. Elsa Bloodstone was pretty much knocking Blade because, like, hey, nobody hears about the vampires and all that. I'm fighting demons and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, that's because I do my job very well that you don't hear about them. And I'm like, that's a point. Blade's got a point. Even knocking, like, Iron Fist and everything, psychopaths and all that. It's just like, oh god, everybody's bickering and all that. And Wong's like, come on people, get together. Ask yourselves this. Would Steven help you like this? Would he throw everything into hell to save you guys? Yeah, he would. So that everybody pretty much comes together. Dr. Voodoo's like, raising his hand. And one's like, you don't have to raise your hand. He's like, Man-Thing can't read. We kind of need a simplification of what the plan is. And Strange goes into, it's a pretty simple plan. They go in, he's pretty much got these guys as blockers for the Ghost Ridered up Avengers, so that Wong and Bats can get in and free Doctor Strange. And of course, after he's done explaining that, we get to him already in Vegas. It's like, alright, let's do this. And immediately off the bat, frickin' Blade gets whammed by Mjolnir Ghost Rider version, which is kind of even worse. Because it's like sitting on his chest and pretty much burning him. He's like, get it off. And everyone's like, God, what's going on? And then we see the Ghost Rider Avengers coming in. And Mr. Knight's like, hey, is it Rain of Fire or something? And Dr. Voodoo's like, yeah, behind me. And of course, that's Hawkeye doing his flaming arrows and all that. It was kind of cool seeing the Ghost Rider versions of like certain heroes' attacks. Hey, if they ever kind of want to do a similar like Venomized thing where they do it except with Ghost Riders, I would be totally for that. Just saying. So, they're all dealing with all what's going on. They're trying to figure out where Wong is, and out of nowhere, to like take on the Ghost Rider Avengers, use a cement truck, and it's Scarlet Spider. It's like, hey, you guys want to come with me? I can help you and everything. I mean, I live here and all that. And it was just like, okay, that's an interesting scenario, having Ben Reilly and they're the Spider Clone guy. It's like, okay, that'll add an interesting dynamic, and he has not turned into a demon or anything. And Wong even laid those ground rules that, yeah, people are going to be demonized, but don't kill them. Take them out if you have to, but don't kill them. And that he brought this group together because they all kind of have a sin and are kind of dark, so it shouldn't be as easy for Mephisto to morph them into Ghost Riders or demons or whatnot. So makes sense. And that's one big twist that happened. Like, okay, that's really going to change what's going on. Of course, Wong and Batch are trying to get into the hotel, but as they get there, we see someone say, "Oh, hello, old friend," and we see that Strange has now been turned into a Ghost Rider version as well. So that's going to be a problem. And I'm really intrigued to see how this is going to shake up. I really like how this is a very Wong-centered book, since he has had a big part to play in the Doctor Strange series, but it's really cool that it's really centered on him getting a team together and trying to help Strange. And I love how they brought up other stuff within it, like them saying, Johnny's like, well, isn't the Sentry kind of helping out? He's like, there's problems with that there. That's not an option. So, this sets up a really interesting status quo that'll be pretty cool to see how this, shakes out as this event kind of comes to its conclusion, since this is, the halfway point. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.